Hi everyone, welcome to Travel Sal. This is Diego, and today we're gonna talk about is it safe to travel to El Salvador? As always, I like to start by saying that of course I am a Salvadoran, I live in El Salvador, and well, of course I have visited other countries, but I wanted to do this channel for people who's thinking on coming to Central America and El Salvador. And well, I am sure that a lot of people may have this question, like, is it safe to travel to El Salvador? And the short answer is yes. And the long answer will be yes, but. And I'm gonna tell you a few things that I think you need to know before coming to El Salvador. Of course, El Salvador has a bit of a bad reputation. We have had different conflicts within our country. We were on a civil war during the 80s. And more recently, we've been known for having gangs, like a lot of gang problems. And first, I would like to say that the gang problems are starting to fade away. We now have a government that's actually working and solving the problem. So slowly but surely, El Salvador has become more secure. And just so you know, the United States had El Salvador on a list of countries that people should not visit, or that people should think twice before coming. But now that things are different, that finally we have a competent government, the United States lifted us from that list, so now we're not part of that list. You can come to El Salvador. Of course, you have to take precautions like you would when you travel to any other countries, and I'm gonna give you a few tips. And of course, I'm gonna be more specific about what type of precautions you should take. So what type of precautions should you take if you come to El Salvador? The kind of precautions you should take when traveling to any other countries. You don't want to go into the bad neighborhoods, and in El Salvador there are a few bad neighborhoods that are outside the city. If you come to the city, the main areas, the touristic areas of the city, then you're pretty much safe. The bad neighborhoods of El Salvador are actually located way outside the city. So I don't think as a tourist, if you come to El Salvador, I don't think you'll be even passing nearby those neighborhoods. Those are outside the city. And also you need to know that finally the government is investing on those neighborhoods. So our crime rate has gone way lower now. Besides that, what other precautions should you take? Don't travel with a lot of money. If I go to Paris, I wouldn't carry all the money with me. Like, I wouldn't carry a lot of cash with me. The same goes for El Salvador. Come, bring your money, but if you go out, try not to have all the money with you. And now you can use your credit card pretty much everywhere, so you can also travel with a credit card. Then I will advise maybe not to go out too late at night, after 2 a.m. in the morning. You need to know that El Salvador has alcohol laws, basically, that prevents all businesses from selling alcohol after 2 a.m. So my advice would be try to get to your hotel, to your place, to your home, to your house before 2 a.m. in the morning. And then a few extra advices if in case you're in danger, if in case you go to a bad neighborhood and someone is trying to rob you, do not physically resist. I'm sure this is not gonna happen, but just in case you find yourself in this situation, then do not physically resist. Other advices would be, do not go to the street with expensive watches or jewelry. I mean, this is something I wouldn't do myself in any country. I wouldn't go with expensive watch or jewelry unless you have like you're going to a wedding or something, but that's different. But if you're just walking by, going to the mall, going to a park, do not take a lot of jewelry with you. And that's basically it. I would like to encourage you to come to El Salvador. This is a very beautiful country. You're gonna fall in love with its people. We really appreciate tourists, we really appreciate visitors. So I'm sure if you come to El Salvador, you're gonna have a great time. We have lots of good things. We have beaches, we have volcanoes, we have beautiful women, we have a great geographical position. You can move around, you can go to Guatemala, you can go to Honduras and visit other countries if you come to El Salvador. So if you're thinking about it, come to El Salvador, you won't regret it. I wanted to do this video just so you know what are the dangers of coming to El Salvador, but as a Salvadoran, someone that has lived here most of my life, that have visited other countries too, I can tell you that El Salvador is a pretty safe country. We may have a bad reputation due to comments from other politicians. We've been called a before. We may have a bad rep, but that's gonna start to change, I am sure, and I'm trying to be part of that change. So with that said, that's it. I'm bouncing, I'm leaving, and that's all I have to say for now. Ciao.